When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down for this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalties. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll try the run. He's loose at the 15. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You can tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Boise State! The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking.
Oh, it's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the field.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's back to throw on second down. Getting some heat. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Collins.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Now on second down. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This is a designed run.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Unloads quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Missouri came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. On the option. He'll pitch it.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
On the set. Out 55 weak.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score time, 7-7.
The Broncos are rolling down the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front.
And it's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes for the sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Jacksonville State, 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And this crowd is losing it, frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. And as he throws, that pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Broncos line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on over. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Let's go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got a man. It's fire. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
Comes out throwing on first down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
They ran it on first down, now on second. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Broncos. The defense takes matters into their own hands. What a play by the defense there. Loose football. Country fumble. Pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass, trying to get to him. Looking to scramble. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He wants to pass it on second down. Looking to scramble. This one's complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find it.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Fires toward the target. Oh, and it's picked off.